Hi, this is Steve again doing another TikTok regarding my teeth. Just a little bit of a follow-up on some stuff. I have my dog in the back, so he's kind of looking out the window over here. So if you hear a little bit of whining or something, it's because we're down here at the shop, and he just wants to go outside and run around a little bit. So anyway, I want to give a couple of little things that I've been trying out a little bit. I've been trying my Waterpik. So I do have two of them. One was prior to my getting my permanent teeth, and it worked okay. It's just a mess. And so then when I had my new teeth, these Clear Choice, they, for some reason, the Waterpik didn't work very good. And so I decided to try an air compressor, and it worked really, really good. The problem is that for some reason it wasn't getting out every single thing that I could see, and what would happen is a little piece of material would get onto the top of the skin, and for some reason my body, I guess, was trying to create a layer to go over that debris. And when that happens, it created a little fold, and no matter how much air or whatever I did to try and get rid of it using I have one of my, I keep this with me at all times. It's I call it a dental pick, but it's actually not a dental pick. You get them as a 5-pack from Harbor Freight. And you take the sharpness of it and you sand it down. Just drag it on the sidewalk or something. Just drag it down to where it's a dull tip. Otherwise, they are sharper than hell. And so if I have something like if I'm out driving around and I stop off at Mickey D's and get some chicken nuggets or a burger or something like that, and I know I'm going to have something in between my teeth and gums, then I can try and pick that out. Otherwise, try and swish it around. It really doesn't work that great with like water or Coke or anything like that. It works okay, but not really everything. But anyway, so I've been trying the Waterpik because I'm just trying to find the best way to get this thing situated. So I tried my Waterpik about 2 weeks ago. Now here's the thing. When you have stuff in between your permanents and your gums, and it's in there for a day or so, your gums inflame. No matter how small that particle is, they get inflamed, and then your gums really start to hurt, and you're like, oh, it hurts right here. But then you could take that pick, the dental pick, and you could try and get in there, and I could actually feel the implants, the parts that are sticking out of my jaw. And so I can feel all that, but I can't really get it's like they don't make a pick to get underneath of there. The Waterpik itself, they don't have a curled real tight to be able to get underneath certain things. So so I decided that I'm going to try something a little bit different, because sometimes when you do have the debris in there, your gums really hurt. And it's the good thing is it's not like teeth nerve pain, so the nerves aren't hit, so you're like, oh my gosh, my whole head is all sore, like when you had teeth. Okay. And so I decided that a few years back, when I went to a dentist one time, they actually had this product that they had on their counter, and I took a picture of it. And what you do is whenever you go to the dentist, and they're going to perform some type of surgery, either root canal or dental cleaning or anything like that, they try and numb wherever they're going to do a shot. And so what they do is they take this product, they wrap it around a Q-tip, stick it in your mouth, and then they leave for about 5 minutes, and they come back and your area is numb. So it works really good. It helps. So when they stab the needle in, it doesn't hurt as bad. Okay. So anyway, so I took a picture of it, and I've always had a container of this at home because you can actually buy it from Amazon. You weren't able to buy it years ago because it actually has cocaine into it, because it's like Novocaine. The cane part is actually cocaine. So it's a numbing agent. So, but a few years back, they made it to where, well, you can't ingest it. You can't do anything with it except for numbing up your gums and things like that. So even if you cut your hand, you can put this Novocaine stuff. This stuff here is called Hurricane, and I'll put a little deal in here. I'll show you what it is. And you can put it on your wound, and it's sterile, and it'll actually numb your area, and you could actually prevent pain that way. Okay, for before you go to the doctor or something like that. I also found that years ago, because I work at a shop that has metal and stuff like that, filings and stuff like that, whenever you wear glasses, the metal filings bounce up against your face or against your mask and will actually go into your eyes regardless. So goggles work 95% of the time. The other 5%, you just happen to get metal in your eyes. So then you have to go down to a doctor and wait in the emergency room or into an urgent care for 2 to 5 hours. The last time it took me 6 hours before they could pull out a piece of metal. But I found that if you use the numbing stuff for your teeth, the drops, I can't remember what the heck it's called right now, but it's just a little vial that has drops. You put it on your teeth, and it'll actually numb your gums, okay? And instead, what I've done is I've put the drop of stuff in my eyes, because it's only water and cocaine, basically, Novocaine. It's a numbing agent. And I've actually had an employee where he had a piece of metal stuck in his eye, and he only has the state of Oregon cheapy insurance because he's low income. This was back a few years ago, because I don't have most employees are gone now because we changed our business model. And he's like, I don't want to sit there and wait 6 to 8 hours because I've got free low income insurance to try and get a piece of metal out of my eyes. And I said, well, I've got something here for you. And I put the drop into his eye, instantaneously stung like a mother. And about 1 second after that, all of a sudden he's like, wow, I can't feel the metal anymore brushing up against my eyelid. And I was able to go in there with a Q-tip and roll it just like the doctors do. And I rolled that metal flake out of his eye, and he was good to go. Saved us both a pain in the ass problem, and him waiting, and me trying to figure out, do I have a workers' comp claim or so? I don't know. It was just something like, okay, well, that works. What else can work? So again, let me show you. So this is what it's called. It's called Hurricane. Okay, topical anesthetic gel. Benzocaine, which is cocaine basically, oral anesthetic, watermelon flavored. Okay, so what it is that you could buy this at Amazon. It costs $15 for a little vial like this. You put it on a Q-tip, put it at your gums. It numbs your gums, so that way when you actually do use your Waterpik, it doesn't hurt as bad. Now, I know that when you're using the Waterpik, it's going to hurt, but it's way, way different than if you're going to take and have the actual nerve like we all used to have. If you've got implants or you're ready to get implants, that nerve pain is the shooting, horrific pain that you can't deal with anymore. That's why I wound up getting the permanents. So what I do now is occasionally now I use the air. If I'm not in a situation where, like, I'm at the shop and I have something at the shop and I don't have my Waterpik with me, then I'll use shop air out of a nozzle that I created that's real sharp so I can get underneath the inside and the outside. But about every day, sometimes I forget a little bit because it has to still get my psyche, even though it's been a couple of years since I've had my teeth. I haven't really used the Waterpik very much because I haven't had very good success with it. And because when I do get something trapped in between the teeth and the gums, it hurts, and it's faster just go and blow it out than it is to try and use a Waterpik, and it's just spraying this needle or whatever it is of water underneath there. But people have been telling me I need to try the Waterpik again. So I have, okay, religiously. The Waterpik actually does get out way more product out. You can feel like this morning I had a little bit of pain in here. I made a chicken and rice with vegetables a few days ago, and so I had some yesterday, and I got a piece of debris underneath it there, and I didn't use the air or anything because I couldn't feel it. It didn't exist. And then this morning I woke up going, I got a little bit of something in there, because again, if you get something trapped in there, you don't know because you can't necessarily feel it, but you'll know in the morning because you have a little bit of sore gums down there. So I know, okay, well, this is what I need to do. So the first thing I did was I took this out, and I went to the bathroom, put a Q-tip, rolled just a little bit in there, stuck it on the part of the gums because you can feel where it hurts, and I put the Q-tip right there on the sore spot, and I left it there for a couple of minutes. And got to keep your mouth closed because the stuff will make your glands go on or whatever it is, and you'll start slobbering all over the place if you don't do that. But anyway, I left it on the gums, numbed the gum up. I'm like, sweet, now I can use the Waterpik. Went in and used the Waterpik, and I had a couple of items that came out of there. I'm like, wow, this is working great. So then I go to the top inside, the top outside, the bottom inside, the bottom outside. And then because I have these little pockets that are in there on the lower part of my gums that haven't healed all the way yet, every once in a while I'll get some debris in there and the Waterpik will actually flush it out, which is really great. Mine is an adjustable, I don't know what everybody else has, but mine has adjustable pressures onto it. So I got mine like on a 5, so it's not really intense. But I'm going to take a heat gun. I'm going to heat one of the tips because they're usually angled like this, but you can't get underneath the back side of your teeth. So I'm going to take a heat gun and I'm going to bend it to about a 135 to 150 degree bend. And then I'll be able to get into the bottom and the top by just putting the thing in there, and it'll actually clean it all out. So again, I have been using the Waterpik. It has been doing very, very well. I actually tend to favor that now more than the air because the Waterpik can get more stuff out. But the other thing is that you will know within, which is really crazy, because with the shop air, you're just like, ow, okay, all done. And then when you use the Waterpik, if you just continually use it, you know, I 4 or 5 minutes on it, and I just leave my mouth open and let the stuff dribble in the sink, the bathroom sink. And when you're done, in about 4 or 5 minutes, your gums are like, thank you very much. This feels wonderful. And all of a sudden there's no pain. You feel clean, you feel refreshed, everything is great, and you can continue on with your day. Like this morning, I used the Waterpik, used the Hurricane is what they call it. Like I said, it's $15. Sorry, it's backwards right now, but Hurricane, watermelon flavored. But anyway, so I use the Waterpik. Now it's like no pain, there's nothing there, and then you can go on about your business. Now, when it comes to the weekend, I happen to go out of town, and I don't have my Waterpik with me, which sucks. So that's when I use either shop air or I use the picks. But it's almost, you have to carry a travel case with a Waterpik in there no matter where you go. If you go on vacation, bring a little portable one. You know, they got them out there. I got a real small one that's a travel pack. And so I can take that. I think I got it at Costco. I don't even remember where I got it. But I have that one. And that one I use when I go out of town. But you've got to get one for out of town, no matter what. Even if you go take a vacation for the day, you guys want to go stay at the coast, or you guys want to stay at the mountains or something like that, bring the travel deal, because you and your spouse or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever have you, animal, vegetable, mineral these days, whatever the hell it is, and you'll be like, okay, we had a nice little lunch. We're out in the hills of Colorado, or we're out in Florida, and you're out somewhere else, and you got a hotel for the night. And then you're like, man, I got something there, but it's going to irritate the shit out of me. How do I do it? Well, you don't have any way to do it except for try and rinse your mouth out. And a lot of times you just can't do that. So, but if you bring your travel pack inside like a day bag or something like that, you will instantly go, I should have done this years ago, if you've had your teeth for a while. Okay. If you haven't, always get the little mini travel guy. It just plugs into a 110. I don't think they have battery powered ones yet. Make sure you just put some warm water into it, or ambient air. I like fill my Waterpik at night, and I let the water kind of chill at the temperature of the house, which is about 70 degrees, and that way you're not chilling yourself and you're not burning yourself up because of heat. So you don't have to waste water to get the warm water coming out of the faucet. So, but again, so I just want to say thank you for everybody out there who's been watching my vids. The comments are fantastic. I do have people still asking me on my all 4. So these are it. They're a number 7. I didn't want anything bright. I didn't want anything dull. Didn't want to look like I was a smoker, because I'm not a smoker. But these are number 7. Okay. So they look natural, even though most people don't have perfectly lined teeth like that. They got fangs that come down and shit like that. They do look, I'd probably say they look about 75% natural, but I don't usually smile to where I'm showing them off quite a bit because I don't want to be fake about it. I don't want people to go, oh, he's got fake teeth. Okay. I have been talking a little bit better. If you don't think about your teeth when you're talking, which sometimes you have to do, then you start whistling a little bit from the tongue hitting the top part of your teeth. The bottom part's not a problem anymore. Every once in a while, I'll have a ticking sound, and hopefully it's not that loud where people are like, what was that? It's like, well, I got fake teeth, But people are more like, yeah, okay, well, good for you, because my teeth suck and I'd like to do it, but I don't have that opportunity, or I don't have the will to, or I'm afraid as hell. A lot of people are, but these are, like I said, number 7. People are still asking me whether they're zirconium or not, and yes, they are zirconium. I figured if I'm going to do it right, I'm going to do it one time, just like everything that I do in life. If I buy a car and there's a model you want, I always buy the top end, because I don't want to go, I should have spent the extra money to get this or that because the warranty may be better or the product is better or something. And so I always get the best. And I wound up paying for it a little bit more in the long run, but then it's more rest assured for me of what I'm going to get. So these actually have a lifetime warranty on them, just like any other thing that's done with Clear Choice. I don't know about the other places that are over on the strip malls and stuff like that. I tend to not go to places like that because it's like going to get your ears pierced at Claire's, okay? And then they have 99-cent earrings and stuff like that. Well, my daughter and my first wife, they couldn't wear that stuff because it wasn't hypoallergenic, and they would get infections in their ears and stuff. So the strip mall places I don't want to go to, or have never thought about going to them, because I don't, I'd rather go to physicians that are not into like the Earl Scheib or the lower end of the teeth factory, that they make one size fits all. Okay, these are custom teeth that are made to fit the ridges of my jaw, even the part where in the bottom of your mouth where you have your tongue, the bone on each side, mine's super, super narrow, and if I would have had to buy the strip mall teeth, then they wouldn't have worked. They would have to custom make teeth for me. So these are actually custom made. That's why they're so expensive, is that Clear Choice makes them to your face. When you go in for an initial consult, they actually take an MRI basically, and they run a full scan of your entire skull. And they actually show you everything that's in there. They'll show you your teeth, they'll show you your roots, they'll show you your jaw, they'll show you your facial features, everything. And I think the only thing that those other places might do is they might do an x-ray, if that. But they spend at least a few hundred, I'd say at least a minimum of $500 out of their own pocket just to give a consult for you to say, maybe, or no, or okay. And the reason why we went with the okay is because we knew that they were investing money just showing stuff. It's like going to the car dealership, and the dealership goes, we're going to give you everything possible, but we're not going to spend any money on you. We'll offer all these things and you're going to have to pay for it, but we're not going to do anything to get your business. We're waiting for you to show up at the door. No incentive whatsoever. Okay. Now, if you went to the dealership and they said, come on in, we'll treat you to a steak dinner. We will treat you to, here's $200 in lottery tickets, or whatever the case is. And, they're trying to buy your business basically. But at least it shows that they're trying to do, I don't know how to say it better off, but they're trying to get you to buy something from them. Okay. And everybody knows that when you go into a store, you go into grocery, you go into the car dealership, whatever it is, you're there to purchase. And they know that. So they know that you are potentially 75 to 80% you're going to buy something there, because otherwise you wouldn't be there. Okay. When I used to work in the restaurant field, we used to have this one manager, area rep, and he'd say everybody needs to go out there and upsell everything. It's like, customers don't want that. Customers don't want to have you walk to the store and say, oh, you only want a water? Well, how about this appetizer, that appetizer? Oh, I'm trying to win a gift certificate for me. Well, that doesn't help the customer because they're spending more money. Well, with Clear Choice, they don't have that thing where they're trying to push sales. Okay, they don't have to. Immediately you walk in through the door, they greet you, they're all professional, they're clean, the place is meticulous, the light bulbs are not burned out or flickering, the signage is great, everything is all taken care of, it's nice. Then you go into and talk to this one lady. She's the one who gets you in there. She's wearing really nice clothes. They want to be professional, okay? And so you go inside this room, and they talk to you a little bit about it. They do a full head scan, and then they go onto a screen. They show you everything that's there about your teeth. They show you your skull. They show you what's going on. They give you options, okay? They don't sit there and pressure me and say, hey, would you like to do the 4-on-4 or whatever the case is. They'll actually say, well, it looks like you have this tooth here. We'll go ahead and extract that, and we'll put an implant there. We don't need to do all your teeth. They even said if I wanted to, they could probably yard out maybe 2 or 3 teeth and do bridges and stuff like that. And I had said, not them, but I had said, I want the implants. I'm tired of getting my teeth patched at Kaiser Permanente Dental. I'm tired of them not doing anything. Every 6 months I go in for a cleaning and they find more problems because they never fixed the first thing, okay? Or they knew something was going on. That's why they say come in every 6 months, because they know they're going to wind up trying to get me again. So I'm the one who said I want the 4-on-4, not the clear choice. And so they do have options. You don't go in there just saying, okay, I'll take the 4-on-4, I'll do the lower, or I'll do the upper. You just go in there and say, this is my problem, and they will talk it over with you and give you any option you could think of. And when I said I just want to get the 4-on-4, they're like, okay, well, we need to go through a little bit more process, because it is elective surgery. And if you watch any of the TV shows like Botched and things like that, they actually scare the client into, you do know that there is limitations, there is potential conflicts, there is potential problems that can occur. Is this something that you still want to do? Because that's what they have to do medically. They're not sitting there saying, you've got to do a 4-on-4, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. It doesn't work that way. You go in there and they give you a consult on your budget. What would you like to get done? Things like that. And I'm the one who said, I want the 4-on-4. So I wasn't pressured whatsoever. And that's what made me feel good about Clear Choice, is because they gave me options. And I said, I want the best, because I'm so tired of going to the dentist. Okay, I'm so tired of the pain. The weekend comes around. Of course, it's a Friday night. You have something in your jaw is just killing you over the weekend. Enough of that BS. Okay, so that's why I chose Clear Choice. Now, the other places, I don't know how they work, but I really wouldn't trust any one of the strip mall kind of dental places that say, we can get your teeth done in a day. Yeah, you kind of get what you pay for, okay? There's also another person on here that was saying, hey, what about going to Jamaica or South America or all Lithuania and all these other places? They'll do it for cheaper. Well, again, like on that TV show Botched, there's people that go in and they save that money to do that, but you're taking a chance with your life. They had people in there where a woman goes in there for a BBL, Brazilian butt lift. She goes in there for something else, and they say, oh, while you're here and we got you on the table, we'll do a boob job for you, and we'll do a little bit of a facial lift and everything else. And before you know it, she's got all this stuff going on, and she doesn't have the money really to come back, and they know that. So the person will have all the surgery, they'll come back to the States all sewn up, and then about 2 or 3 days later or a week later, their stitches either pull out or they get a slight infection that goes sepsis. Before you know it, they're in the emergency room. They've got to perform emergency surgeries. Now the bills are going crazy because she had this stuff done out of the country without any insurance, and basically you get what you pay for. So when she said, I paid $5,000 for a BBL and all this other stuff, but they did all these freebie things at the same time, now she's on the TV show Botched a couple of years later, and she's all messed up. And this has happened to guys, children with nose jobs, things like that. That's why that TV show is out there called Botched, because those guys are going, these physicians botch the hell out of these people, and I feel bad for them, so we need to fix them. So the doctors, when they're doing those TV shows, they don't get paid for it. They're volunteering their time, and it's like, we made enough money from the rich people, from all of the actors and actresses and everything else, for all the elective surgery that they chose to pay for at a super high cost because we're in Hollywood. So we'll give back, and we will do surgeries on people that can't afford it, and really need the help, and that's what they're for. Okay, so that's more of their charity work, which is great. I love the guys. They're really fantastic. They do an awesome job. They fix a lot of people's stuff. But like I said, if you're going to go out of the country to save a few bucks, you get what you pay for, unfortunately. And if you've got a physician that you don't know whether he's board certified, do they even have board certifications? Do they have 8 years of physicians to be a dentist? Do they have, like my dentist that's up here at Clear Choice in Portland, Oregon? Not only did he do the 8 years to be a dentist, but he also did another 4 or 8 years, I can't remember what it was, but he's actually a licensed physician, an MD. So if there was any problems on me and I had a stroke or something like that on the table, he is able to do anything he wants to because he's licensed to do anything, dental or physical. Okay, all the other places that are out there, whether it be third world countries or the strip mall places, those guys are just dentists with a little bit of an award, so to speak, to do dental work, but they're not a physician. So if I was on the table and I was having a stroke, legally the only thing those guys could do, other than the doctor that I went to, is call 911 and get the paramedics in there, because the paramedics actually have more knowledge and more experience than the dentist who's working on me to keep me alive. And if an ambulance is 6 minutes away, I'm already dead on the table, because people do react to stuff, the anesthetic, things like that. Some people have had really bad reactions to anesthesia. So anyway, basically, just to finish up here, again, I'm using my Waterpik. Again, if you have teeth pain and you're having a Waterpik, get this thing. I know it's backwards. It says Hurricane, Hurricane. The CAINE cane is actually the cocaine that's in here. And that's a legit bottle. It's all medical stuff. This is what they use at the dentists to numb up your gums. Put some on a Q-tip, put it on your gums, let it soak for about 3 or 4 minutes. Your gums are nice and numb, and then you can go in there and clean the product out of there really good, and then you'll thank yourself down the road, because then you feel absolutely 100% better than having slight teeth pain here or there because you got stuff underneath the teeth. If you choose to do somebody other than Clear Choice, which you have, that's why it's your choice. It's a clear choice. Either you could say yay or nay, but if you decide to go somewhere else, just remember, they probably don't have the experience and the knowledge that these people do, because that's all they do. They do the heavy duty stuff. You don't go to a tire shop and say, I need you to rebuild my engine. Okay. You don't go to an electrician and say, I need you to completely renovate my house. You have to find the person that is capable and licensed to do everything on it. Okay. And if you choose to go to someplace else and to save money, most likely the rule of thumb is if it seems too good to be true, it usually is, and you get what you pay for. Those are the two models that I would say by. So if you're going to spend $12,000 on full teeth at a strip mall, just remember, they make their money and they like to, send you away. Oh, if you have any problems, you need to go to the ER, blah, blah, blah. They don't really take care of you, because they're like, well, we performed the surgery. What else do you want from us? I can call them a Clear Choice and say, I have a problem. The doctor will get on the line in less than 5 minutes, and they'll say, what is going on? We will schedule an appointment. Let's see you here tomorrow. Okay? Because they know that I've spent a lot of money to get my teeth taken care of. And they know that they want to take care of me, and whatever I say can reflect on future sales to other people or future work. So if I'm dogging them because I'm like, these guys suck, and I give them a bad rating online or whatever the case is, or like I'm doing these videos on YouTube, then it comes back on Clear Choice. And Clear Choice seems to be to where they hire the best of the best of the best to be able to do the work, so that way they have the best feedback, the best quality, the best everything. And if you're going to a dentist through Clear Choice and they're not doing the things that they are supposed to be doing, then you need to call the corporate office, wherever that is, and tell them this dentist is not doing what I would like them to do. And it can't be something like, oh, I did this, and they're not doing this, which is not part of the routine, kind of thing. I wanted free teeth cleaning for the rest of my life. It's like they don't do that. Usually it's like we did the implants and everything they can do to make sure that you're comfortable and they work and everything's great. If all of a sudden my jaw started to change and modify, they would probably take me in and they would probably modify the teeth, probably charge me a little bit because they've already made the finals. But if there's any issues with them down the road of like if it breaks in half, guaranteed. Okay, no problem. You go into the other places that are the strip malls or whatever it is. Let's say you get them done overseas and they break in half. Now what are you going to do? You have to fly back to Lithuania, schedule an appointment. It's going to cost you $4,000 or $5,000 in a plane ticket, hotel, and everything else to be there for a week. Then they finally see you and they're like, oh, well, you have to pay for more teeth because that wasn't us. You probably chewed on ice, and it's your word against them. They're not going to want to lose money off of it. But if you have a problem where the clear choice teeth break, which is what they've told me, it's nearly impossible. You can take a hammer and smash on them and they won't break. Okay. But if they did break or something happened to them, they will completely 100% cover it because they want to make sure that you're taken care of. That's what I like about them. So I don't know anybody who has gone to Clear Choice. I've had some people saying I went to Clear Choice and I've got major teeth problems as far as pain and everything else. Call them back up and say, I need more pain meds. Tell them your situation. They are there to help you. Do not sit there and go, I'm sitting at my house just in pain. I don't know what to do. You're in control in this situation. And if they don't want to do something, then again, get a hold of corporate office and say, I need this shit to happen. Okay? Because I paid money for this thing and the dentist is not helping me out, or I need more pain meds, or I need something else, or at least let me be seen. Then they can decide at that point in time. But there shouldn't be any dentist at Clear Choice that I know of that should say, well, your teeth are done, you just have a nice day. Just let the medication take, oh, you're out of painkillers, well, that's too bad. We only gave you 2 weeks worth. Because my dentist, when I told him I was still having a little bit of teeth pain, they gave me another prescription. And that way I'm covered for whatever issues there were. So my dentists up here are phenomenal. Okay. And hopefully you guys have the same situation where your dentists are phenomenal where you're at. So anyway, I got to get running. As you can see, I'm at my business right here behind me, which is funny. My business, we don't have medical because we're too small. We only have 3 employees. 2 of them are 62 years old, and they're already covered by insurance. So I don't even have health insurance or dental insurance through my work because it's way too expensive for a one person to be on a policy. So I was on my wife's insurance, but then Clear Choice doesn't cover insurance anyway. So anyways, hopefully this helped you out a little bit. Again, one last time, this is Hurricane. Okay. Just go into Amazon, type in, I would just type in benzocaine, BENZOCAINE, and this is a 20%, which the one that I bought before was only 5%. This is a 20% benzocaine topical solution, and it has a consistency kind of like KY jelly, but it tastes fine, and it'll just numb up your gums. You're good to go. Get your teeth cleaned. You'll feel so much better. You won't have any gum pain or anything when you're doing it. So anyway, if there's any questions or anything, please, I will try and answer everything that I can. And I will get back to you as soon as I can. Sometimes I get so many remarks, it takes me a while back, and I've got a whole list of them that I got to go through one at a time. So like I said, if you have any questions, don't hesitate, but it may take me a little bit of time to get back to you just because I have so many responses on this, because like I said in previous ones, nobody's recording their stuff that they're doing with their implants. So if it was for me, and one last thing, if it was for me to do it all over again, absolutely. I don't have nerve pain. The nerve pain is what gets you, is when the nerves are just creating so much pain in your head. I have slight gum pain once in a while, but that's because the stuff gets in between the teeth and the gums and gets irritated after a couple hours or a day or something like that. But other than that, I feel so much clearer. My brain is so much clearer. I don't have so much brain fog from pain.
I don't have to worry about, oh God, is my tooth going to break off, or I just got a filling, now I got to go get it redone, or I went to the dentist, they want another filling, or I need a root canal, and all this other stuff, or teeth. I had 3 teeth that were missing over here, so if you'd smile, you'd see missing teeth in my face, and it was very embarrassing as a business owner, things like that. So if I ever had to do it again, the benefits outweigh what I had before, big time. Okay, so yes, I would do it again. And if people have the opportunity to get it done, if you have to go to the strip mall place, then there's my dog. If you have to go to the strip mall place and it's all you can afford, God, I hope they take care of you, because I really don't. I do not think that anybody should go through any type of teeth pain at all. And I really feel that Clear Choice and every other place that's out there should actually do implants for anybody and everybody, especially people from England, because our family's from England, and everybody knows, if you look at a lot of TV shows from England, their teeth are all screwed up, and it's just, our teeth are soft, they're all jumbled and everything else, and they should say, oh, you're from England, so you qualify for free implants in your lifetime, because you're, no matter what you do, no matter how much teeth cleaning and whatever you do, your teeth are gonna fall out of your head. Okay, so anyway, enough of me. I've been rambling on for 36 minutes. I hope you guys watch this thing throughout its entirety, and hopefully you guys learned a lot. I've learned quite a bit. I've had my teeth in my head for 2 years now, and I have 99% of perfect, no problems. Everything else, every once in a great while, that just happened to be a hitch, and it's usually the teeth cleaning, and that's when I use the Waterpik now, and it does what it needs to do. Just makes a hell of a mess. So anyways, thank you very much for watching my videos. If there's something that I can videotape again, just to say hi, there's my dog, to answer any questions or whatever, I will try and get back to you guys as soon as I can. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. You guys have a great day. Stay warm if you're cold. Stay cool if you're warm. Hopefully our country gets better than what it's been for the last few years, and everybody seems to like everybody again. Okay, enough of this racism and categorizing people and stuff like that. It's just stupid. So anyway, I'm colorblind, not legally, but I'm colorblind. I don't see race. Okay, and I think we should all be the same way. So anyway, I will catch you guys later. Thank you very much for watching my videos, and I'll catch you later. And there's my dog Bo right there. He's just kind of like, what are we doing? Are we gonna go play? So anyway, catch you guys later. Have a nice one. Bye.